Okay, let's just get this party started. Welcome back to another Game is Full of Bugs development stream. But let me change to the scene view. There we go. So yesterday I already started doing some animations for the armor stuff. And so far this is the armor break animation, right? And I'm trying to do something that, like, when you get armor. So this was the first attempt, which was greatly kind of reduced. I'm trying to just do something a little simpler. Maybe these impact frames are just not necessary, right? Maybe what I should do instead is like something like this. Maybe we could do a lasso tool. Oops. Then maybe we could clean it up just a touch. Right. And then also like that. You know, maybe we could also have it be a little lighter. And then this one would be kind of squished a little bit. Oops. Boom. Then we need to get this shape down. You know, like it's gonna be right here. Okay, maybe we don't want to do this. And then maybe we could just kind of right. Maybe here we can also try to do or it also start with a lighter color. Maybe we could do another frame. Right. No, it's just kind of like taking a little too long now, I think. Maybe if I put these two closer. You know, this first frame just doesn't do shit. I think this is just all you need, right? Like, let's make this frame longer just so we see how this looks. Like I can still make this kind of dissolve slower, right? If I need to. So armor up 1. I mean, will I use this? No, I won't. Boom. So we have the armor break. And I think they are distinct enough, right? Because of this red color. Now I need another animation for how it's gonna look like when an enemy with armor gets hit, right? So my initial gut is to make some sort of a circle thing. And I don't know exactly, like I'm not super used to these. Like that, so I can kind of center it. I don't know how big I should make it, but let's go with this. And I'm gonna use this as a base, let's say. And then I'm gonna, but first let's also do this. So I'm gonna make this a 50%. And then I'm gonna draw on top of it. So what I'm thinking is, Can we do something like that? And then I guess here we just do some kind of a final state. Okay, now let's make this into, nope, there's gonna be hit. What if I remove this frame, for instance? Here, what if I remove this frame? Might also be that this needs to be a lot faster in terms of an animation. You know? Maybe we could also start it like in a blue color. Yeah, I don't think this was actually an improvement, to be honest. You know, and then some sort of a ding when it gets hit, right? Ding! Yeah, I think that's not bad. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna bring this opacity back to 100. So we have the shield break, the shield repair, then the hit, right? Maybe this is just enough, right? So everything is 5 frames, kind of like that as well. So yeah, let's bring this to a game, and we're gonna make this behemoth. We're gonna make it packed, I think. Is there duplication here? That's supposed to be 5 frames per. Oh, this is an empty frame. Don't need that one. So I guess that's fine. So we have 5 and 5 and then 4. Okay. Shield break, and we're gonna call it pung. And now let's go here. We're gonna do art, and these are effects. And let's, oops. Been working on this yesterday, still really happy about it. Anyway, effects, shield break, ping, and I mean shield, not just break, but it's fine. So multiple, 16, and we do a none and point filter. And here we only need, oh, we need like nothing. There you go, a 64 kilobyte in-game sprite. I like to see that. Yeah, this is not good. We're gonna do by count, just 4x4. And I think that's all I need. Apply, by. And now I need to know, I need to show these, right? I'll just do it normally. We're gonna make a game object and we're gonna pull that shit, and maybe we could also make it like an effect game object, and then to kind of just trigger a specific animation, right? So let's do polar. Yeah, we're gonna create a new object. Let's see. Do we have anything? Goo pickup. So definitely just an effect. We have a laser pop. Let's just animate frames on enable. Yeah. I mean, we could do it like this and just make a couple of them. Just a little bit inefficient. It would be nice to kind of have the ability to spawn multiple of them, right? Like multiple different ones. Like digging is, okay. It's all just animate frames on enable, which is kind of weird, right? Wait, I have to know. On enable call. Yeah, so if it's not pulled object, we call the animate, right? Now here I could also pass in this, right? I could also do sprite custom sprites, right? Equals null, and then we do if custom sprites isn't null, right? We do all sprites equals custom sprites. This is one thing that we can do. So with this change, I can now create a specific effect that can kind of be used to spawn a whole bunch of stuff, right? I think I do like that. So we can do burn particles. No. Come on. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna duplicate a laser pop. We're gonna call this general sprite animation effect, and then we're also gonna do boom pull and drop this in. This is gonna be general sprite anim effect. There we go. So let's drop this in, and this is gonna use effects. We're gonna open you up. We're gonna use this as like an image. So we have oops. There you go. And we're gonna leave this empty. Actually, we're gonna also leave you empty. Then add this one as well. Boom. And then what I want to do is when we change armored mode and we have none, we're gonna do want to copy this thing, or let's find animate actually. Okay, let me find, I have this open so we can just find where this is called. So we do something like this. So let's go to blocker enemy, and then we do this here. And we're gonna do shield break, right? We're gonna do all of this. General, what is this? This. Right, where we want to spawn this on this dot transform dot position plus this is on enemy base, yeah, plus vector 2 dot up times 1.5 maybe, or times size. Maybe that's more appropriate. There you go. And then we do, we delete, come on, we delete this, and we do this, right? We're gonna pass in some effects. So this is basically, I wanna have effects manager. And here we're also gonna be having, no, right, my bad, boom. We're also gonna do serialized field, private sprite array of shield break sprites, right? And then we're gonna make public sprite array shield break sprites, and it's gonna return this one. And then I kind of want to have 3 of them. So one is shield repair sprites, right? And then finally we have the shield hit sprites. There we go. Now we can go back to enemy base. We're gonna animate, and we're gonna do enemy effects manager dot instance dot shield break sprites, right? We also might want to do this like right on it. Let me just close a couple of things. Okay. And then let's do this here instead, right? So we would do public void, public void spawn shield break effect, right? And we would drop this here. And we would also pass in vector2 spawn position, right? And then here we would just drop spawn position in. There we go. And now this would be the same for the rest as well. So spawn shield repair effect. And we would do shield repair shield repair sprites. I think I also don't need these to be public then, which is, I do like that. There we go. And then finally we do shield hit effect, and we would do shield hit sprites. Okay. Could I just do this? No. Okay. I mean, what if I just do this? That works. So I don't have to create this object. I don't know if this is better. But it does feel like I'm kind of not creating that object in the memory, possibly. Okay, I can save this, and then here, instead of this, we can do just game enemy effects manager.instance.spawn shield break effect. We're gonna do this transform position plus vector2.up times enemy size. And we're gonna pass this as a vector2 or whatever how this is called. And then here we do similar thing, but we're gonna spawn shield repair effect, right? What am I missing? What did I do? So I think that checks out. Now we also want to do when we hit this enemy, right? You know, we can just try first to just spawn it on its face. Although, yeah, we want to go up a little bit. Okay, let's do it like this. And then check for armor. No, don't want to do this. I want to find where this is being used. Check for armor. So we do this, right? We do shield hit effect, and we would do this exactly where the hit happens, right? Or we would just spawn it on me, right? Okay, let's see how this looks and if it works even. The enemy effects manager. There you go. And let's do boom, shield, break, 0. Let's lock you. Okay, so we have the shield break sprites are these. Boom. Then we have the shield repair sprites are these. Boom. And then the shield hit sprites are these. Good. Good and good. Okay. Let's see how this looks. We have some shielded enemies, so that's good. Let's also make this just a tiny bit less loud. It definitely needs to be spawned higher, right? It should be spawned like above the health bar, essentially. So let's go to the mall. Right here. So let's do, yeah, this is not good enough. What if we do health bar dot transform dot position? How does this look? Also, why is this not being, like, why does this not happen? Let me check. So we have the small enemy. No, this is the blocker enemy. We changed armored mode. Wait, where do we change it? Ah, there you go. We want to have this be true. And then nest crawler, you kind of have the same thing going on, which is good. We also need to spawn, like, to make sounds, right? So that's also going to be happening on the effects manager, so that's good. But yeah, let's just see how this looks first. bonk. I mean, yeah, this looks pretty good, no? Yeah, I think that's good. Now another thing that I need to do, I don't like them having a different outline. I would just want to have them have a different health bar color. So let's do that change. Oh, another thing, we're gonna do here, we're gonna also have a serialized field, private, sound effect SO, and this is gonna be shield break sound SO, right? Shield repair and shield hit, right? And then we want to do game sound effects dot instance dot play audio shield break sound SO, and then also spawn position if this is going to matter. And then same goes here. This is going to be shield repair and shield hit, right? So I have this ready. And then, yeah, I don't want to have these, like when I change armored mode. Oh, no, go back. Okay. Oh, where's this? Oh, health bar. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I want to do these. But here, we also want to do, private armored mode, current armored mode equals none, right? And then here we're also going to do this equals new mode, and then up in here we're going to do always showing. If this is false, we set this to false. Sure. But when we update, we check if it's mini boss health bar, sure, or if current health is less than max health, or if it's always showing, or if this isn't none, right? That's another thing we can do. I don't know why I do like an opposite check here. So shouldn't I just do else instead? Then set up health bar. We also do this. If always showing is false and current health mode or armored mode is none, right? Otherwise we want to show it. Okay. And let's try to do this with a border and see how it kind of checks out. Also, let's do the effect, because that's something that I kind of don't feel like doing, but it's good for me to do. Modules manager, we have the anime effects manager, and I need to add sound effects here. So let's do, we have audio somewhere, and effects, explosion, glitch, pickup. Sure, we're gonna do create a new folder. This is gonna be shield stuff. We're gonna copy this. And we're gonna have to find a sound that's gonna be able to accompany this. So let's go to, let's go here. And we can find some weapons. Can I find a shield? No. Yeah, no. Game sounds, impacts. Nope. I mean, nah. Oh, coins. Could be like a similar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is not too bad. Nope. This is not bad. maybe this for regaining shield. Let's try to use this one for the shield break. And then maybe this one for the hit. Let's name this to shield break. We're gonna do this. Shield repair. I'm gonna do this one. And then shield hit. We do this one. And now we're gonna go here. We can do shield break, shield hit, and shield repair. Apply all of these. Okay. What is this? Okay, not for me. Yeah, I think that's it, correct? Let's see how it looks. Boom. Yeah, so that's fine. It's just I didn't save this. Yeah, I don't think I want to do the outline color here exactly. Let's see it again. So now if I spawn this and this, oh right, I need to fix the dev tools. And we need to reassign this guy. Let's save it and let's play it. Tough cookies. Okay, so now let's spawn this one and this one. Okay, that's freaking cool, brother. So, like, it feels interesting to play. So what I want to do is, first of all, when this shit happens, where is it? This, right? I want to do this first. And I want to see now if this just fixes the issue that I'm having right now, which is them spawning with like the blue health bar enabled, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do this, and we're gonna do if it equals yes. We're also gonna do, so if it's yes, we're gonna update health bar. We're gonna do current health. So let's save both of these. Oh, woo! Let's see how this looks now. Okay. There we go. So now if I spawn a little bit of this and this, yeah, now it works properly. I also want you to be like on the effects layer, because I think it's an important effect to show. Or just, no, it doesn't have to be effects layer, it can be bullets, but like 2 or whatever. I just want it to be always visible. Yeah, it's just, I don't like the fact that I cannot see, let's do bullet base. And let's do trigger, enter. We want to do damage, right? So on hit effects is explosion player. Yeah, no, this is not it. Okay. What about this? Bullet pop. Yeah. What about damage? And then where do we play like game sound effects, hit sound, yeah. So we want to do we want to do this. Only play normal hit sound if it was not an armored hit, right? The second thing is that I don't like the fact that I can't see like the position of the thing that damaged you, right? So let's see, when a bullet hits, let's find the damage. So we damage and we pass in what? We pass in the damage, we pass in the velocity and the knockback start direction. Oh, hello there. Good. Knockback start direction. That doesn't, yeah, that's kind of weirdly worded, but whatever. Because I can definitely use this when we lower the damage with armor. So here we would pass in this instead. Okay, that's already a really good, I think. Can I clamp a vector in a, in a circle? Is that possible? Wait. Clamp vector unity in circle. Well, I guess I could clamp magnitude based on its position. It's kind of a convoluted thing. Yeah, this is the problem, right? I don't want to spawn it. I want to clamp it to, like, this is fine. It's just, I need to do a vector2.clamp magnitude. Now here we need to do a convoluted crapoli ravioli, which is, first I need to this knockback minus this dot transform dot position, I think. So knockback start direction, right? We basically send it where this is coming from. Like I need to get it, I need to kind of get the position of this based on where I am, right? So yeah, I think this checks out. And then we would, max length would be, let's do enemy size, right? And then we would add my position. Let's see if this works. And I have the laser equipped, which is perfect to test this. You know, sometimes you're just good at your job and just write good stuff. It's not the best, but it's good enough. So now what I want to do is open you up, and I'm gonna try to change this animation just a touch, or create a new one rather. So what if I do this instead? Oops. But I would just do an outline. And then a black outline, or let's do this outline. And then we would make this a little smaller. Right. There's gonna be new tag, hit 2. Oh, what if I do this, but like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna use this as a base, or maybe this one even. And I'm gonna do a similar thing as before. I'm gonna use this as a guide, and then I'm gonna do right. Fine. Right. And then we're gonna try to export these. So just these. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm gonna, no, what? How did I do that? Export. We're gonna copy these. We're gonna paste them in here. Oh, oops. Okay, let's see how this looks. So what if I give you an outline? So it's more noticeable, right? What if we add some of these on? So we would do Okay. Let's try to add these on. Yeah, so the only problem still is spawning that bullet pop. Okay, what if I do... Let's kill you. Too late, brother. Ah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to test it with. Some shockwaves. Shells as well. So let's spawn a couple of these. Huh. Ah, shit. I should just do... Shield hit should have an ID. You can, I guess, have the ID 5. Yeah, that's better. And let's do a quick recording while we're at it. We're gonna max this out. I'm gonna... Jesus. Pause the music for a little bit. We also need to change this to multi-output device. Hopefully this doesn't break something. And then realign this. Right here. Okay. Good. Okay, we can go back to music. I want to know how, like, what people think about this as well. They always close the recording thing? Yeah, okay, well I don't need this, so we can go to multimedia recordings. We can also delete it from here. open you up. And we can just trim it a touch. It's quite a long recording, but I think, you know, it's kind of getting a like showing what the thing is, right? So I want to have it be somewhat longer, I guess. Let's no, not this. This, and do a new post as well while we're at it. Did this, boom. I'm just gonna drop you in. That's fine. Can do like a shield emoji, just because why not? Boom. Post. Post. I'll drop this in. Yes, keep the audio. Did this get any likes yesterday? Oh, 100, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to make a new post on Reddit so they don't get annoyed, right? Drop this one in. Boop. Post. And I think we're golden. Post this as well. Are there any comments? No. Okay. So now we can copy this. We can ask what the community thinks. But let me just check if there's any comments here. Does this hurt? It feel like more like smoke at the beginning. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Anything else? Okay. Here. Oh. Always like to see this. I'm really actually like these things do mean a lot to me. It's kind of like I'm you know, it's nice to get approval for stuff that you do, and definitely making games, it's quite an involved process, and I do appreciate people, you know, liking what I do, I guess. There we go. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Or not bad, at least. So let's see what we have here. So I did this. Shield sound and effect should be triggered from the enemy hit where the on-hit sound is triggered. Yep. Add a pop-up to explain. All right, just make the normal enemy shielded and explain. Okay, make a shield gain effect. That's also done. This is done. Right, that's a good idea as well. Okay, let's write the changes. Enemy shields. Enemies, some enemies can get shield, can get armored, which makes them take 90% less damage until you break that shield with a melee attack. That's kind of a new thing because I haven't shown it yet. And yeah, do I want the nest crawler to also regain shield? I think I do. So let's do, like we have this, and we can do that on this guy as well. And then this. Do we have an update? We don't even have an update. So let's do update. Boom. I don't need this. So if it's more than 0, do that. And then when we do this, we do equals random.range between 4 and 5. So now the nest crawler can also regain its shield. Now doing the pop, the bullet pop, this is gonna be a little bit harder to do. Well, I guess it can just stay like that, but I don't think I can manage to change the... I mean, it would be... I can definitely do that, it's just going to be a little bit convoluted, I think. So here, let's try to spawn this guy. I think the armored enemies make the game a lot more interesting, to be honest. Bonk. And another thing I could do is find my shooter enemy. And we could do this as well on this guy. So if my, basically all of this, but also I could make it armored when it starts to shoot, right? So let me find my shooter enemy. And then which animation is your shooting animation? I think it's the 3, right? Shooter enemy prepare. It's 2. So we're gonna do, okay, let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a public void become armored, right? And then I can just change it in the animation directly when he kind of where he shields up, right? So we're gonna do prepare shoot. We're gonna do this here, and then shooter enemy become armored. Oh, but I also need to have a cancel armor, right? When he gets out of it. So in case So this would be none. But we would also need to check if armored mode isn't none. We do this, right? Or actually, if it's none, we return. There you go. And then we go shoot out. Okay. And let's see how this kind of feels. And then in this case, armor piercing could be a thing as well, right? Yeah, then now armor piercing could also be like an actually viable thing, right? Something that can kind of go through armor. And it can have a different amount of armor pierce, right? It can have, let's say, 20% armor pierce, right? So it kind of ignores, or maybe 20% of the damage pierces armor, you know, that could also be a thing. So you can add that to the idea of to affect ideas. So these are the module abilities, I guess. We're just gonna have a new module effect ideas. I'll make a new checklist and I'm gonna do armor pierce. X, right, and this would be X%, let's do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. X% of damage pierces enemy armor. Pretty straightforward. But yeah, this does make the game kind of a lot crazier in terms of how hard these enemies are. What I might also do is when we have this, we can also do so bool spawn effect, bool don't play sound, or play sound equals true by default. So then we would also do bool play sound equals true. We'll drop this to all of them. Then we would also do if play sound. So in this case, for shooter enemies, I can do play sound false. Maybe same goes for these, right? And we can also pass in the play sound. So now the shooter enemies will still spawn effects, they just don't play the sound. Did I not save it? I didn't save it. So yeah, I think this makes sense. What's the time? It's 30 past 7. Half past 7. Okay. So I have quite a bit more time. I can do a lot more. That's good. And I think that's pretty good, no? Some enemies can be armored, and then the normal charger enemy has been redesigned to be a blocker. It now doesn't engage with the player on its own. You have to get close for it to attack, but it starts in armored mode. When it doesn't have its armor, it also stays even further away from the player, and it regains armor after 4 to 5 seconds. While recharging, it will still attack the player if they get too close, and the attack is off cooldown. And then we're gonna do shooter enemy now becomes armored, while shooter enemy is now armored while in shooting position, but loses its armor after it stops shooting. You can still break that armor with a melee normally, though. Is this one of those? Yeah, loses. Okay. I don't know why that uses 1 O. It should be 2 O's. It's U. You read it as U, which is double O. It's like the door. Why is the door with 2 O's? Or blood? Should be 1 O, or just something else. Anyway, cool. So we have this down. What I want to see now is the tutorial. We could do some fun stuff with the new crawler guy. We could just spawn a bunch of crawlers in the beginning, right? As well. So let's go to the tutorial scene. And I also want to see how this... Ew. What happened? There's something that's wrong here. Phase 1 enemies. Yeah, so this is a thing. I'm guessing this was meant to be here. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, some shit is definitely gonna break, eh? Okay, I know the rest of the stuff works. So what I'm thinking though, when you get to that end kind of phase, we could spawn a couple of those nest crawlers, right? So let's see, environmento, we can do screen shake. So this is phase 21. And then phase 22, we start spawning stuff from wall edges. And we can also do spawn nest crawlers, right? And we can also start that coroutine here. We're gonna first yield return new, wait for seconds. We're gonna do 2 seconds. And do like that. And then here, we're gonna do a serialize field private enemy base nest crawler prefab. And then we want to do instantiate nest crawler prefab. Now, where do we do these, right? I see. So nest crawler prefab, I want to spawn it on vector 2, new vector 2, and we're going to do, let's say, position, yeah, so like, let's say 80, no, let's say, you know, -5 and 80, right? And then quaternion we're gonna just, I guess, spawn one every second, right? So let's do this, and let's do 5 or 4, and let's do like 75. Now let's do 91. And then 0 and 71. Let's do 70. And then finally we're gonna do 1 or -1 and 94. 93. Okay, let's see how this kind of checks out, or how this looks rather. So here we also want to add some of these, and then neutral, we want to do this one. Okay, let's see how crazy this looks now. Let me just save first. There we go. What do you want? Sure.